Hey, what's up you guys? It's Tyler. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I am telling you, or showing you, I guess, how I manage my schedule with all of my animals. I have 3 fish tanks, 2 birds, and 3 lizards, and bugs, but we're not really counting the bugs. On top of my normal life, chores, and things. So, I'm going to show you how I manage my schedule on a whiteboard. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I manage my schedule on a to-do list app. This is not sponsored. I'm not going to tell you to go get apps or anything, by the way. But here's a little introduction. So my whiteboard I use because it's me and my boyfriend. So it makes it easier for us to check off things together as opposed to using an app. Only I can check it off. So the whiteboard is for things like the animals and things for him to do. Whereas all of my stuff is on my phone. So that's kind of how I manage things for me personally. Okay, so here's my giant whiteboard that I think we got years ago when we first started living together. I think it's just from Walmart, but here's this. This always stays on the board. This is just how much food to give the birds because sometimes it changes. So we just want to make sure they're getting the right amount of food for whatever. I got these on Amazon. I think they were $8 and you got a ton of markers. The rest of them are in my desk right now. But I do organize different tasks with different colors because that just makes it easier for me to see what's going on as opposed to it just being one color or whatever. So the first thing that I do is I do all of my animal stuff on the top section. So misting everybody. My leopard gecko, my beardy gets misted once every now and then. I'm gonna put him on for this week. And then my blue-tongued skink, they're getting misted, so I'm gonna put that in blue. I have 2 different color blues, so I kind of swap them around to have fun sometimes, because I don't know, it's just not fun for me just checking off a thing if it's not colorful and cute and different. Anyways, I'll kind of show you every once in a while what I'm doing. Okay, so for misting, if you can read this is for Maui. He's currently shedding right now. I usually would not mist him every day, but he's shedding and he has a lot of issues shedding. Since I got him, he has problems. Anyways, and then for my leopard gecko, she's also shedding, but she's really good about shedding, so we're misting her more often than usual, but not as often as Maui because he has problems. And then my beardy, he's getting misted once this week because he didn't get misted last week. And that's it for misting. And then we are going to continue the animal train. And now we're gonna do feeding fish tanks. So my boyfriend has a fish tank. He has a beta and a 10-gallon. He feeds him, but I do put it on the schedule so he knows what he needs to be doing. Okay, so for all of the fish tanks, we have Gibby, which is my boyfriend's beta fish. And then I have different foods for different fish. So the B just means bloodworms because you want to give them treats every now and again so they're just not eating the same thing. It's also easy to keep track of what we're feeding them if I put the name of the food above it. And then for my 20-gallon and 10-gallon, I have spirulina flakes and algae, and I kind of alternate between those, so that's why I have the S and the A on there. Just makes it easier for me to know what's going on, and then also I'm not feeding them the same food all the time. At least for my algae eaters, it gets confusing for me to kind of figure that out. And now we're done with all the animal things, so let's move on to boyfriend's chores. That's kind of up to him. So he has he does the sheets every week, so I put that on there. And then he can pick another chore that he wants to do for the week. Unless there's something that really needs to get done, then I'll put that on there. But I'm gonna leave that blank so he has sheets for this week and then an empty one for a random chore. All my markers are falling, of course. He can pick a random chore for the week that he wants to do. My chores are not gonna be on here because they're on my phone. So all of my bathroom and vacuuming and resets and organizing, that's all gonna be on my phone. And then my different color blue, so we use light blue for misting and everybody. Also the birds are actually going insane. You can probably hear them. My birds are going insane. They just don't like when I'm not in the room with them, but they also don't like anything. They just scream at everything. Anyways, this dark blue is going to be water plants because there were a few weeks after vacation where I did not put that on the board and I did not water the plants because it wasn't on the board. And it was not great for the plants. They're still alive, but they were not happy. So now we have water plants on there. Good. And then purple I'll use for something different that I'm doing for the week. So if it's just not my everyday chores that I do that's on my phone, I'll put it in purple on here. So this week I'm cleaning my bathroom floors and my rugs and whatever. So now I know that I need to do that. With my bathroom cleaning, it's not just a normal bathroom cleaning week, we have an extra little thing in there. And then green is like extra fun things, like if we want something to do, or like we're bored or we feel like being productive, I'll put it in green. These are not things that have to be done. It's just like if we want to do it, if we want to be productive. One of the things on there for this week is going to be to clean my fish tanks. So the 20-gallon and the 10-gallon tank, that's going to be on here. I don't have to clean them, but if I don't clean them for like the next few weeks, then it's going to end up on the chore list because it needs to be done at some point. But that's on there. And then we also need to hang up some leaves. We have like fake leaves. We have to hang those up somewhere because they've been in a closet for I think like 3 months now. We just don't really know where to put them. But that's like a little fun thing that we can do. And then another thing, I have this table over here. You can't really see it, but it's kind of become a gathering for things that I don't want to put away. I'm going to put that on the list to organize if we want to. And then besides that, I can't really think of anything else to put on there. So now I'm going to put all my markers away. And then when we check things off, me and my boyfriend have different methods of checking off. I do a check, he does an X, so then we know like who did what, I guess, if that makes sense. And then I'll kind of show you like what everything says. I might have to flip the camera. Look how small my wrist looks right now. It's like making my hand look gigantic and my wrist looks so tiny. Anyways, I might have to flip this so that you can actually read it. I don't know which way it's gonna be, but this is kind of like my schedule for the week for me and my boyfriend. And then I'm gonna put this in like the kitchen dining room area so it's easy for us to see and whatnot. And then I'm gonna tell you a little bit about like my own schedule app and also how I use my calendar. Okay, so my calendar is very simple. That's for like my work schedule and appointments and family events, stuff like that. Things that I don't need to check off, you know, like just things that I need to be aware that are happening. And then on my app, I have, first of all, my app is so good. It's called To Do IST, I think. I don't know. I'll put in a picture. But I've been using that for probably a little less than a year now, maybe a year, I don't know. But it's really helpful because I can put things as like every day I have to do this, and it automatically adds it to the schedule and I can check it off or whatever. And I can also do like every Monday, I have this task to do. So like my bathroom, I clean that every Sunday. So every Sunday it's on there, and then I can also add little sub tasks where it's like, if you're cleaning the bathroom, like did you clean the counters? Did you clean the mirrors? Did you clean the floor? Did you take out the trash? Like all of that. So I am obsessed with that app. I don't pay for it or anything, so I don't have like all the special little things that you can do on the app, but it's so helpful and it's so nice, and it helps me keep track of like basic things like taking my medication. First of all, that should be like a really simple thing to do, but my memory is not good. So having a little app that I can do that and manage it really easy, and also see it and check it off and be like, oh good, I don't have to worry about that. Really helpful. Also comes in track. It helps with managing a lot of things that I have going on, because like I have to post, I have to make a post schedule for the next week. I have to make thumbnails, I have to make a description, I have to add tags, I have to film, I have to edit, I have to do all of these things, and I don't remember like what days I need to do what by, because I don't even know what day it is right now. The only reason I know what day it is now is because I had to look it up, you know? So it's really helpful just like having things managed. Like I can set it up on Sunday and everything's good for the week, and then just keep going, keep building off of that. But that's what I do. Let me know if you have any like tips or hacks. I want to be like a physical calendar person so bad, where I like have a calendar on the wall or like a calendar book, and I might do that next year. I might try that because I was doing that with school, as I had like a notebook. I'm not in school anymore, by the way. I think I'm done with college. I think I'm not going back. But I did do that. I had notebooks, and I would be like, do this for this class and this for this class, like on certain days, and they'd be like all color coded, and it was so cute, and I loved doing it. But like having a paper calendar, first of all, I check things off with my phone because I will be out doing things that I need to check off, like go to the store and get these things, you know? I can't do that with a physical calendar unless I bring it with me everywhere, which I'm not gonna do. But I do think like a physical calendar for some things would be really fun. I kind of want to like try that a little bit, so I might do that. But also, any tips, any recommendations, any little hacks that you've learned, let me know, because I need help. Also, that's the table that I'm talking about. There's like gift bags and like an envelope on there. That was all for my pet sitter, by the way. It's not my birthday, guys, and I'm still young. I'm still 23. I feel so weird like saying that I'm 23, because sometimes in my mind I'm like, I'm 19, right? No, I'm not. I'm closer to 25 than 19, and that's like so weird. to think about. Anyways, that doesn't matter at all, but I will see you next video. Goodbye.